TIFU by wearing a shawl, which ruined my relationship with my GF. Minor background. I am a pretty affectionate, and at times, effeminate, dude. I'm 6 feet 2 and have a pretty tough guy background in that I was in special forces a while ago, and my roommates all served as well, but I also have thin wrists and sit on my friends' laps and blow kisses to them and shit. I'm not gay, I just am me. So while I was in a shop with a roommate a few weeks ago, he saw these really cool shawls that we both couldn't get out of our heads. He returned last weekend to buy them and now we have these shawls. Mine makes me look like a Star Wars character and his looks like the outlaw Josie Wales. These are seriously awesome shawls. The first night we wore them, everybody at the dive bar we went to, dudes, thought they were awesome as well. Then this girl and her friend arrive on invite from Shawlbro, and they are seriously turned off by our sweet shawls. Like, acting pretty weird about them and making comments. Whatever. So I get a call from my GF, she's tired and wants to hang out at mine, and so I bid these mean girls and Shawlbro adieu and head home. I'm still wearing the shawl when my GF arrives and she's also really taken aback, she won't even kiss me until I take it off. We get to the deed and go to sleep, and the next morning she starts asking me if I'm gay. And she's really serious and aggressive about it. I tell her I'm not, that if I was I'd definitely know if by now, and she counters with her major evidence of the fact that I own a shawl. Anyway, she gets weird and leaves, and then sends me a text later about how she's sorry and that she needs to think about what kind of man she wants, and then doesn't contact me for days. So yesterday I invite her out. She's stumbling over her words and talking about how she likes tough guys and how she grew up in the South and needs to get used to the big city, but that she doesn't know this or that, and eventually I just tell her very politely to get fucked because I'm pretty insulted by this point. On the way back, now that I'm not directly in front of her, I get this long apologetic text from her, but the crux of it is that yeah, she's just not that into me anymore because I wore a shawl. Later on, I tell Shawlbro about this, and he also had a blowout with the girl he was seeing over his shawl that very same night we went out. We are both going to keep wearing the shawls though, they are warm. TLDR. Me and my friend bought cursed shawls and now we are single. Edit. She's a nice girl, she's just not picking up what I'm putting down. It's a silly thing to be mad about. And by popular demand, it's shawl over for you hoes. Edit 2, Shawlbro. If you and Shawlbro continue to sport shawls and get new, hotter girlfriends, you should call it Shawshank Redemption. Two sayings come to mind here, one from my basic instructor, who was also Special Forces, so I figure you'll like that one I picked up somewhere, I don't remember where, a long time ago. What my instructor taught me was simple: if you have something that makes your life easier or more comfortable, like using knee pads, or grabbing an umbrella, or whatever, and you choose not to use it, you are no tougher or better than the man who chooses to. In fact, if it says anything about you, it probably says you're stupider, because while you're standing there, wet and cold in the rain, he grabbed an umbrella and is dry. The other is, the toughest, most alpha thing you can do in any situation is the thing you want. While everyone else is catering to others' whims, you are confidently being you with no fucks given what others think. Give your balls a tug, you titfucker Shalsey. It's official. That's the most I've heard, seen the word shawl in a single day. What the fuck? All this shawl talk and no pictures. They sound pretty close to Wild West ponchos to me. Edit ** yay. He added a picture. Great shawls too. I have shawl envy. So, where is the Reddit tax of you two tough shawlbros in your shawls? I personally favor a nice neutral colored thin poncho, however ponchobro doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Edit. Vindication. Shawl tax achieved. I shall sink into the shadows. Where's the TIFU? I see this as an absolute win. Got a cool shawl, dropped a dummy. We really need a picture of these awesome shawls. Edit. Op delivered. Picture of the shawl in his original post. Thanks. These women need to get bent. If anything, to me it solidifies your identity. BC, you're wearing something that you are comfortable in, and fuck all the haters. You do you, my man. If my husband all of a sudden decided to wear one of my shawls, more power to him. Unless of course I was planning on wearing it that day, in which case we would have to battle over it. A woman who is that concerned about you being a manly man clearly has far deeper insecurities than she is letting on. Good riddance. Find yourself a lady who won't question your sexuality based on arbitrary reasons. Thank you for the silver. I think this is the first time I've ever gotten anything like that. I can't wait to tell my hubs. *** Holy macaroni. Thank you for the gold and platinum. This is the best day ever. My hubs will be proud and we may just have to go out and buy ourselves some matching shawls in celebration. I guess you could say both of those girlfriends were pretty shallow. I'll see myself out. My man, we were shawl over theses puns that night. You should try one on sometime. You've clearly got serious potential from the sound of things.